Pre-painting ceremony, ritual?
Well, it's usually just very intuitive, so I don't think too hard about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think for this piece I wanted it to be a square. So typically I'll buy a huge piece of canvas and decide that I'm going to cut away parts of it as I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
For this one, I'm pretty sure I was inspired beforehand by some of Matisse's pieces, and during that time period several artists were using burlap, and I really wanted this color, so I started with this greenish, very earthy color, and planned to put something inside of it, but I didn't know what. So I just, once I got what I wanted down, then the painting kind of takes over and tells me what to do next. Usually I'll put paint in some bottles and shake them up and start throwing, and I use water guns to like spray down the paint to get the movement and texture.
How did you make these shapes right here?
Throwing. Like that.
With the brush?
Yeah. I don't know if it was a brush. May have been a brush.
Or a cup?
Not a cup. May have been a bottle. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I would never use a cup. I'm like, not a cup. No. Not a cup. That
Anything
doesn't
but a
feel
cup.
right. I mean, it just goes...
What about the little ones that they give you pills in, those little paper cups? Not even smaller amount?
No.
All right.
No. I just have little bottles.
And then was this from an old piece on paper?
This one evolved from... I was working on another painting, and it was splashing onto the floor, and I loved the design it was making as it was splashing onto the floor. It was overflowing off the easel. So I ran and got canvas paper and covered the floor in that. While I continued to work on that painting, it was making that painting, just from the overflow. So I kept my favorite parts of that and was flipping through my sketchbook and saw a design that I thought would be perfect for that, and then I cut the canvas paper into that design.
Cool.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Molly O'Brien.
Sure. Thank you, Veronica and Dan.